Hey, this will be a video chart on SRGE. Done this one a bunch of times. If you follow my videos, I'm sure you've seen at least one of these videos. But today, a bunch of questions came in, rightfully so. The chart's got a new look to it now. Unfortunately, not looking, the way it's been. Case in point, the price finally came and has closed below the 50-day simple moving average. So it definitely changed the landscape of the chart. And I just want to go over a few things in terms of what we want to see happen go forward and just what's going on from the technical perspective. So the first thing to note, and if you watched the last video, the price did, well, I should take a step back. The price tried to make a fight, got this spinning top candle right here at that support, but this is a perfect example of why spinning tops, doji candles, hammer candles need confirmation. Just because they occur doesn't mean a bounce is going to happen. Case in point right here, the next day there was no confirmation, and the price fell below it and then headed all the way down almost to the mapped out support level that I had said during the last video. It didn't quite hit 0.004, but pretty bad fall today on big volume. So like I said, on all accounts wasn't the best day, but there is still some hope. And maybe how can I say that? Well, the price is still above the 200-day. Obviously nobody wanted to see this action, but it is still above here. But really the key thing that needs to happen, and needs to happen pretty fast, is we got to see a bounce and get the price back above the 50-day. The reason it needs to happen relatively fast is, for now, that this is still sloping upwards, and the price will be able, if the price stays below here long enough, though, this will begin to go flat and then eventually curl downwards. But if it can get back up here relatively soon, then this will kind of be just a little blip in the map and it'll be no problem. But for the time being, this is the second point where there is still hope. If the price can get back above here, then this will be able to keep this moving average chugging upwards. But the longer it stays below the 50-day, the more and more it's going to eventually flatten out and then eventually start to curl downwards. So again, the price has always revolved around the 50-day simple moving average, and nothing changes on that perspective. With any sort of bounce, the first level of resistance to judge the strength of a bounce, and the first area that just needs to get above here is going to be right here at this 0069 area. You can see here during this pullback it acted as support here and here, so it is a level of resistance. So 0069, 007, whatever you want to call it, will be the first level of resistance on any sort of bounce, and then you're going to want to get closes above 008. You can see 0084 if you want to round up, with this being the 50-day simple moving average. So that's priority number one. Actually, I take a step back. That's priority number two. Priority number one is just staying above this 200-day, because if the price falls below here and closes below there, then as much as it's kind of a bummer to say, because this has been such a good chart, but this one's pretty much gonna fall off people's maps for a while, because a big move like this, a beautiful trend like this, and then to have it close below there, nobody's going to want to see that happen. I'm not saying that's what is going to happen, but if it is, or if it does from strictly charting perspective, not the most favorable thing at all that you want to see. So I have alerted it to my Twitters and Facebook. This could be a very good risk versus reward entry down here for a bounce play. So if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you know that I alerted this today. Didn't quite hit it, but if it does, could definitely be a nice little bounce area down here. So worth keeping an eye on from a day trading perspective, and also you need to keep your eye on it from just the overall chart perspective too. So sorry to be such the bearer of bad news, but as many times as it's been fun to report on this one, as it's been in this uptrend, you got to keep it objective, and things are just rough right now. But there's nothing to say that it can't turn around and start to bounce back. But at the same time, need to be realistic about it too. And if it can't get above these level of resistance on the 50-day, then the bearish pressure is just going to mount more and more. If there are any other questions on the chart, though, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things, from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We're making some good money together on our alert. So I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was SRGE. Thanks for listening.